Welcome to Project Pitch It, a show about Wisconsin business innovators. Next, 3 local entrepreneurs pitch their ideas to local moguls. They will compete for over $30,000 in cash and awards to take their Wisconsin business to the next level. Who are the moguls? Peter Fagan brings decades of sports, corporate management, and marketing experience as the president of the Milwaukee Bucks organization. Today, he hopes to assist emerging entrepreneurs in creating a roadmap for long-term success. Dr. Debbie Allen is the former president and CEO of Nevada Corporation, which owned and operated local McDonald's franchises. Today, as founder of DNA Networks, she is focused on executive coaching. If you've heard One Call, That's All, you know David Gruber, the founder and CEO of Gruber Law Offices, an award-winning 120-member personal injury law firm. David is dedicated to making a difference in our community. Jim Lindenberg is the founder of World Class Wire and Cable. Today, Jim owns Lindy Enterprises and JML Holdings. He was recently honored by the Biz Times with their Lifetime Achievement Award. Jerry Jandusa is the co-founder and CEO of MTech, a global aerospace manufacturer. Today, Jerry is co-founder of Stuck Coaching Management and Fund with the vision of creating a systematic approach to entrepreneurial growth. He has crafted a book to help other entrepreneurs get unstuck on their journey. This is Project Pitch It.
Hi, my name is Cole Compton. I'm an 18-year-old entrepreneur from right here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm the founder of Green Earth Terrarium. At Green Earth Terrarium, we make natural centerpieces for the home or office with an emphasis on the ease of care. So Green Earth was started back my freshman year of high school when I turned my passion for growing plants into a full-fledged business. It was at that moment that I realized that the Wisconsin winters are extremely cold and nothing outside would ever survive. So in 2014, I introduced my terrariums at a sustainability summit downtown and was thrilled when all 25 of them sold out in under an hour. So from the start with my profits, I've made it a priority to donate back to local nonprofits and volunteer-based organizations. So far, I've sold about 6,000 terrariums and have donated over $3,000.
Congrats.
Thank you so much. Currently, I'm at a stage in my business where I need to hire, continue to scale, and keep collaborating with local nonprofits. From there, I took my terrariums and have been in a couple different chain stores, Outpost Natural Foods being one of them. And I've seen huge success with farmers markets as well.
So Cole, I do not have a green thumb.
Yep.
What does it take to care?
Yeah, that's the best thing about them is the ease of care, which is watering them once a month. And you can
I can do that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
yeah.
all? Just
That's
once a month?
once a month, and they can actually be in fluorescent light just like this.
How can we help you get to the next step?
Yeah, so for me, the cash reward would definitely be the most helpful. I'm at a point where hiring people would definitely take a lot of stress off me since I'm actually a freshman in college now. So, time is running out and employees are very much needed.
Where are you going to school?
I'm actually going out in Boulder, Colorado to Watson University. It's a social entrepreneurship specialized school.
And you do customs as well?
Yeah, so I do customs. People can actually bring me recycled glass, part of the Green Earth name, and then I make them into a centerpiece just like this.
Because Jim was looking for a custom one
Well, I think
earlier,
you both were looking for, Jim and Jerry were looking for a J&J design.
There you go.
So they can have those together.
Yeah, exactly.
You're in Colorado, you're only selling cactuses, right?
Yeah, right.
You started this business. What gave you the vision and the idea that you're just going to go ahead and you're going to do this?
Yeah, so the story actually goes back in end of 8th grade. I was in a store with my grandma. They had a whole wall of succulents. And, I said I wanted one. Looked at the price tag, they were about $85. Couldn't afford it. So went, bought all the supplies myself, made it. I was like, wow, this is very easy to make, very cost effective. Sold it to one person. 4 years later, I'm here with them doing great.
What do you envision this could be in 3 to 5 years?
Yeah, so hopefully we're working on getting them into more chain stores. And so I want my terrariums on a mass scale to look this professional, this nice, and still be affordable. So I really do see it being in chain stores and to grow and grow and grow and get these into everyone's home.
And is it part of the model to always give back on the philanthropy side?
Absolutely, yeah. That's been something from the start that I've always really taken into heart is giving back to nonprofits, and they've helped me get to this point, and I want to give back.
I mean, we get to choose which one we want?
Yeah,
or
you guys got to fight over.
We have to fight over it.
Fight over them.
David's the
girl
toughest
picks
judge.
first.
I would probably give David the most flowery. Or you called it succulent, I think.
If you give me the first pick, I'll give you a Project Pitch It cup.
Well,
Ladies first, guys. Ladies first.
A barter on the set.
Yeah,
thank you, Carl.
Congratulations. Thank you.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Young man
just-
started a business at 14 years old.
Unbelievable.
Scaled it, sold a few
Unbelievable.
thousand of them. And he's built all himself.
He's built all, and he's donated $3,000.
And they're beautiful. Like I literally
are.
look at them
They
and
are
say, like,
very
why
attractive.
wouldn't we have them around the office? Why wouldn't we have them at home? Like
Instead
no,
of sending
no
flowers,
question.
send that.
Takes pride in his work, and he's
Yeah.
serious about it. And he's going to entrepreneur school, so I think it's just the beginning.
Great gifts.
Well, you're not too big a gift giver. but
Well,
you'd
no,
be right.
if I
For somebody
was,
who gave
yeah.
gifts, it would be a great gift. Yes, it'd be a great gift.
Looks like you could easily re-gift it.
Yes, might be a good
might be more my
re-gift. If
style.
David's right, you would re-gift it, right?
In Season 1 of Project Pitch It, the Moguls heard from a company dedicated to mentoring youth in the community. Since appearing on the show, their business has grown, and their mission continues.
We think as a group, you'd be best benefited by a $10,000 cash infusion into your business.
With the $10,000, we were able to expand our summer program from 2 sites to 4 sites. That ran right around 200 students that we were able to serve, and that grew from 50 the previous year. It really changed the narrative of what a Wisconsin entrepreneur looks like, and for Yes, as a business, it legitimized our business because people got a chance to see not only what we did, but better yet, why we do it. And you would just be surprised, the people that watch the show, you'll get everybody from a student at one of our sessions that's 18 years old all the way up to a 65-year-old woman that's friends with my mother, and you'll see them out there and say, hey, I saw you on the show. So it really made us feel proud that we were able to represent our community on Project Pitch It.
Up next, the Moguls hear about an exciting new way to do yoga. And later, this entrepreneur has developed software to help communities stay engaged.
I think the Bucks from day one is like, we like to consider ourselves an accelerator. So there's such great growth in and around Milwaukee. How can we contribute and almost speed up that growth in a great way? We've created this gateway really to the future with an entrance that's completely rethought, redesigned, rebranded, and really create like a new neighborhood for the city of Milwaukee. And even more importantly, a destination, a magnet, for tens of millions of people. We're more than excited to align ourselves with Project Pitch It. I mean, it is an unbelievable program. It's got a cause and it's got results.
Hello, moguls of Project Pitch It. My name is Therese Bailey, and I'm the owner of Zen Zen Yoga Arts. It is a very unique and unusual, I would say, type of exercise place to help you to get fit, stay healthy, and look fabulous. Besides the outer beauty, there's the inner beauty, and we encourage our students to go deeper within. Don't forget, having fun is vital, and we do a lot of things to have fun at our studio. About 5 years ago, I started the studio because I noticed that there were people who were having trouble finding their way to the gym. They just weren't motivated. But Zen Zen Yoga Arts is a place where people want to come together. We have created a community of people who are interested in a different type of exercise, using the aerial hammock, also the aerial silks, and the bungee. In 2009, I made the decision to take a huge leap of faith and change my career. I was 58 years old then. I am now 66 years old, and I'm so glad that I made that choice. It was the right choice for me.
You look amazing.
I thank you, and I can say that there are other people, other individuals who are interested in staying as young and feeling young from the inside out and staying vital and energized. So if you can see how the hammock has many different ways of presenting an engagement. This is not Cirque du Soleil. These are average people, none of which are performers, but they're interested in how to be creative in terms of movement and also building body power and strength. And the reason that I'm here is because I'm looking to create a growth element in terms of the bungee practice. I'm looking for $25,000 to get a program going where other enthusiasts can get the tools that they need to be able to set up a bungee practice in their studio. Can I use somebody to just
You can use
give
Jerry.
an idea
Jerry loves this
to
stuff.
see what, yeah.
He
to
loves
see what
this, because I've got
tension
some more
level is on
questions.
this one. Yeah.
I've got some more questions to ask you while he's going.
See,
Hold that
Peter,
then.
Therese,
Peter's-
what are your total sales? What are your total sales
Yes.
for the studio now?
We're in the $50,000 range right now, and I'm looking to grow that beyond that point. And that's based on the number of classes that we're offering right now. So I'm teaching all the classes just now.
How do you do that?
You do it.
Just
And then
please
this
don't
would be
knock me
attached
over.
to a harness.
Okay.
And when I move forward, I'm pulling, okay? And the bungee then retracts and draws me back. But it's the force of my body and the engagement of my body and core engagement that draws the elastic forward. Then it pulls me back.
So how do you
And we
market
love it.
yourself? How do you get customers?
Currently, we're using Facebook. After each class, the following day, I'll do a video, and people are just really just taking it in and enjoying it. Our studio would be a location where individuals would come for that training, get the tools that they need, learn where the resources are, and be able to take that with them and start a course of their own.
So do you see your space being a place where you would actually certify
Absolutely.
other trainers?
That's exactly right, a teacher
interesting.
training.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Teresa.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
I tell you, that's a fantastic business. What are your thoughts?
No question. I actually have an older brother who's been in the Pilates and yoga and studio business, which is so tough to get. I mean, it's all about acquisition. It's all about keeping customers. I mean, she gave the model of working 100 hours a week for a $50,000 business, you know, in sales. The certification I love. And I think she really needs kind of a lot of business help. I think she's got the baseline, but it's how do you scale this? How do you organize it as a business? And how do you have a growth strategy?
It's a nice niche, but she's got to get a little bit more revenue. She's got to get some people trained to help her so she can concentrate on the business.
Coming up, want a better way for your voice to be heard in politics? This entrepreneur has the solution.
Hey there, moguls.
Hello.
I'm Nick Mastronardi, founder and CEO of POCO, and we are a civic communications platform improving how citizens and their local governments communicate. I'm a former public servant turned private sector technologist, but always knew that there's lots of smart people out there in the community genuinely seeking an easier way to learn more about what's going on at their local government level and to get involved in a meaningful way. Right now, local government officials are using outdated and fractured communication technology to reach out to the community to get feedback back that they can cite, and it's really difficult and costly for them to do so. The tools they're using are leaving citizens confused and not participating. That lack of participation is leaving the door open for the vocal few, the squeaky wheels, and special interests to continue to drive the agenda.
And what are some of the tools they're using today?
Almost every city in the country is using something like a SurveyMonkey, which is easy, but it's not really citable. You don't know if those are the people in your community or even in your country. Their other alternative is to do something like a $15,000 to $20,000 annual survey, door-to-door landline phone polls, which are really costly, and there's a lot of selection bias in that. Where our goal is to deliver the best of both of those worlds.
I love those calls right before an election, like 5 or 6 or 10 a day, huh?
It's the only time somebody calls me.
Yeah, it's rare that you actually find somebody who actually answers one of those phone calls. And this is a way to, it kind of changes the landscape. It makes it easy for people to really get involved and know that their voice is being heard. So the way that we fix this problem is that POCO builds a software platform that we license to the local governments to make it really easy for them to post questions and background materials, because we also want to inform the citizens, not just make it easier for them to get involved, but also to learn the backgrounds behind that. After a city or a county will post a question, we make it easy for them to disseminate those questions broadly through social media, through email, through their own website to truly meet the citizens where they are. All that data comes back to POCO, where we cross-reference it against verification lists and voter registration files.
What's your background, Nick?
I was Air Force for 11 years, so I love public policy, public service. I also love technology. I worked for Amazon doing a lot of data science work for them. But while I was there, I really missed the public service aspect. And so POCO for me is something that I love. It lets me work at the intersection of both public policy and technology.
Where are you using this at right now?
So the company is a little over 2 years old, and when we started, there was just a handful of first municipalities that we talked to, and they said this would be something great for us, and one of those was Dane County. So we worked with them for about a year and a half to get the platform at a position where it's really kind of slick. And then after that, just this year, we've started to do broader outreach, and we're now in around 36 communities across the country. It's just great because at the end of the day, we feel it really delivers a stronger sense of community too.
Hey Nick, what are your sales currently, and what would you do with an infusion of capital?
Yeah, with an infusion of capital, we would take this, of our roughly 36 cities, 24 of them are in Wisconsin, and we want to take that, and the money that we're seeking to raise is for us to expand our sales team nationally.
Interesting tool. I guess the key is to sell it.
That's right. You know, a lot of people take a look at the local government space and say, hey, that's different, I'm not sure I want to touch that. Myself and my founding team, we're former military, we're not afraid of big challenges that are important, and so we're going out there and saying, hey, yeah, maybe that first lift is heavy, but you know, this is, at the end of the day, it's a light cost structure. There's 90,000 local governments out there, there's 80,000 501c4s, and this is very affordable for them relative to their existing options. The market's huge. We're glad to be in Wisconsin and excited about growing.
Very well done.
Yeah, thank you very much for your
Thank you guys, very much appreciate it.
I love the fact that it's a niche market. And if you think about it, he said the expanded market potential's 90,000 per year, and the annual subscription is between 1 to 24,000. So it's not
80,000 501
yes, on
threes
top
and
of
fours,
it.
right?
And it's only 400 to 500 for break even. It's a proprietary product, and after that, it's all profits.
This product is such a value differentiator. It's the proposition is awesome, you know, to get it because it's so antiquated on what's being done currently.
And your data is available immediately. It's more accurate and it's more cost effective.
Well, it creates a more relevant way of collecting data for government today.
Coming up, the moguls break down the pitches.
David, what do you think?
About Zen Zen Yoga, I think she needs a strategy. I think she needs 2 more of her. I think if she got the flu for a couple of weeks, she'd be in trouble. She has to replicate herself, and I think having her sit down and get a little bit of guidance and understanding the fundamentals.
I tell you, I love the strategy of potentially certification of a product and expanding that way.
And yoga is very popular right now. And I think she's come up with a way to have a niche market, especially using the new bungee cord. That's going to be a very popular.
It's going to be some really tough decisions.
You know, let's
here.
talk about POCO a little bit here with Nick. 400 to 500 only municipalities to break even. He already has 3 dozen. Big market, but it's such a niche play. Very, very intriguing.
I mean, he certainly kind of has the strategy, the plan, and the team. He's been in the business. He has an unbelievable background on the analytics side through his Amazon background.
What do you think he needs?
All 3 of them need revenue, more revenue. But they also need mentoring.
Yeah, but also a way of developing a good vision and strategy for their plans.
To potentially
for their
scale
market,
that even more. Do you think he's a little bit further along?
I think he's further along. I'm really like crushed between Green Earth, Terrarium, and Nick on the revenue side of it, because I think if you gave this young kid an infusion of capital, it would be so monumental and the growth would explode to be able to really scale up that business in a big way, which I don't know if that would be as dramatic a move on POCO.
I think by giving the cash to Green Earth, I think we could bring him to the next level. I just was so impressed by his motivation. I mean, 14-year-old to 18-year-old, I think he's highly motivated and I think he's quite mature.
He has a philanthropic angle. He's already given back $3,000, sales of $100,000.
Oh, he's a special kid.
He's special.
I think he would
Definitely.
guard that money, and I think he'd put it in the right purposes. So that's my thought right now.
He's going to be very successful in anything he does.
All 3 businesses need cash, though.
They do. I think.
And mentoring.
Yeah, and mentoring.
Everybody needs money.
How to
Everybody
deploy
needs
the
money.
resources,
I think
right?
we make the biggest difference to Green Earth, though.
Coming up, the moguls award over $30,000 in cash and prizes.
Passion creates opportunities. Your skill sets, your knowledge, and why you started something is truly amazing. You all have an initial gift as to creating something and turning it into something that's created revenue.
3 great presentations. I can tell all 3 of you are very nice people. We enjoyed your presentations very much. You all need a little cash, you all need a little mentoring. Therese, we decided to give you the Stritch Pichet Award. That is valued over $10,000. And with that, you're able to take up to 3 classes through the business program. You're able to use an office there up to 1 year. And the staff will help you with a business plan, projections, things like that. I personally used it and benefited from it as I got my MBA from Cardinal Stritch.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And Nick, we feel that the UWM Lubar Center for Entrepreneurship Award is best suited for you. You have a business that already has 36 customers. You have an expanded market potential of 90,000 municipalities. That thing can scale nationally. You're really going to need some support with additional capital, resources, and how you're really going to deploy those resources and how you're going to manage that cash as you grow that business.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
And Cole, you get the money, 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 money.
Oh, thank you guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. God.
You sure do.
Yeah.
Green Earth Aquarium. You're 18.
You're
You've
pretty
been doing
old.
doing it since doing it for 4 years.
Yep.
A freshman in college. Don't lose track.
I won't
This
yet.
is a lot of money. You're highly motivated. Your product is terrific. It's beautiful. Everyone here says we want one. So stay focused. I mean, you have a great heart. You're philanthropic at a young age. What you're producing is terrific. Your mind's in the right place. Your heart's in the right place. So just use this as a starting point, and we're very confident this is only the beginning
Oh
for
my
you.
gosh, thank you guys so much. I could not say thank you enough.
Well, good luck.
Thank
Great
you.
job.
Congratulations to all of you guys.
Congrats, good job.
If you want to support these entrepreneurs, visit our website for more information about their products and companies. If you have an idea for the next great Wisconsin business, we want to hear from you. Visit projectpitchit.com.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks.